big questions, some common questions that we get a lot with our clients coming in our door. Should I renovate or build new? So there are a lot of factors to consider when you're deciding between the two. Risk considerations. So risk considerations is an important thing. What this means is there's certain risks that comes with it. Like for instance, if you've got knob and tube wiring still in the house and you don't do anything about it, meaning you don't replace it and you leave it there, then insurance may not cover you. If you strip it all out and rewire, then now you're tipping the scale in cost, so you may be doing new, right? So that's an example of risk consideration. There's also risk in the foundation that you can't see if you're not digging up the whole foundation to redo the drain tile. So for instance, if you're doing a renovation, just top up, or you're not touching the basement or perimeter drainage, you may have poor foundation that's cracked over time, settled, or poor damp proofing, or even poor drain tile. A lot of the old drain tiles in the kind of 1970, well, actually before that 1970s was the old clay tiles, which cracks very easily. And then they went into the big O, the corrugated stuff, and that is also not that high performing. So it wasn't until the 80s, 90s that they started doing ABS, and those are much more reliable. So if you have an old home, 60s, 50s, 70s, and you're renovating that, and you're not touching the perimeter drainage, there's a big risk of having water come into your basement. So that's a point of consideration. Another point is grandfathered zoning. What this actually points people towards renovation. So actually I have a case study that will point to that, but what I'm talking about here is in Vancouver and other cities, there's the bylaws change, the zoning bylaws change. And a great example is, I think previously 1992 in Vancouver, you can do big boxes stacked main floor and second floor. But after that, they changed the rules where the second floor has to be smaller. They're pushing you in from the main floor in most of the zones. So if you are someone that wants that most of the floor square footage above grade, then you want to take an old home and don't demolish it, because once you demolish it, you can't get that back in a new home. And that's why you see a lot of Vancouver specials being renovated. Okay, and we actually have a case study that I can show you. So that's something to consider. You would be getting, you would be losing that grandfathered zoning if you did new. Okay.